welcome back to this week's #Finance Friday. And this month we've been talking about tax and provisional tax just because we've got deadlines coming up. But I'm so excited to be chatting to Kudzani today. She is the practice manager for PivotalFlow, and you would have heard me speaking about PivotalFlow before. But Kudzani, just quickly introduce yourself the way that you like to be introduced.
Hi there. I'm excited to be here. Thank you, Christine. Yes, I'm from PivotalFlow. We work hand in hand with UPvisor to provide the accounting side, the tax side, the payrolls, everything on your footstep. We can do everything for you. Yeah.
Great. Awesome. So Kudzani, I know that you have a rich load of experience and you've been in multiple different places. Why don't you just tell us a little bit more about your experience and maybe also just tell us why you chose to go into this tax field?
Okay, great. Well, tax, I love to work with people. Hey, people are like a passion to help and see things going through for them. I like to see assisting the business to save money, assisting the business to go through. The field is also a very challenging field, is ever evolving, and that makes the topic ever so interesting. You can never be bored. Each and every business has different issues that they need attending to, and being there for people is like the most brilliant thing. My experience in the field, I've actually started in an audit firm, doing the little ticks in the tax, checking if everything was put in order, and then went through into the different sectors of the economy. I've worked in manufacturing, where I myself I was the actual person helping with the preparation of the tax computations for the businesses. I've been in the banking sector. I've been all over in tax. I would actually want to put there like a 20 years experience in tax. Yeah. So yes, I've also been in a lot of contact with the SARS. Different problems being solved with them. So yeah, the experience is there.
Awesome. So you definitely can't go wrong with asking Kudzani to do your tax return. And as I said, especially with the provisional tax deadline coming up pretty soon, I know I'm like, oh man, now I have to do my forecast again and try and figure out how much tax I owe. It's just like, can be so complicated. And some people might want to know, potentially, why is it important to stay up to date with your tax? Like, okay, cool. So there's a deadline at the end of August. Why should I be paying this in any case if government is just doing what they want with it? And why should I actually stay up to date with it in any case? What is the implication if I do not do that?
Okay, you know what? I know no one wants to pay tax at all. Like you could actually find no person that is excited about paying tax. But it's something that we actually have to do as a responsible person, as a responsible business. Staying up to date will actually cost you less than actually not, because then you have penalties on your way if you're not compliant, if you don't meet the deadlines, if you don't do the correct calculations. It's very unfortunate that ignorance is not something that the regulator takes for granted. You actually need to actually make an effort to get everything up to date. So keeping up to date actually will help, because then the penalties that are imposed on you for delays are actually eliminated. As a fact, this year in 2021, the law has it that if the taxpayer is liable, it can actually be like a criminal offense. You actually go to jail effective 2021 if that is not met. Yeah, so staying up to date would actually be very, very important. It will actually save money for the business, because if those penalties are imposed on you, you're actually losing more money than the actual little tax that you're supposed to pay.
Hopefully it's a little bit of tax. I sometimes think tax, if you don't save for it, it can really be a problem, especially if you're only doing provisional tax payments. You know, when you're running a business, you don't have PAYE that's on a monthly basis. Now it's like 6 months that you have to pay. So it can be quite a problem. So do you maybe have any tips when it comes to tax? Like, are there ways that we can maybe save on our taxes that you would like to share? And maybe some of the rebates that you are aware of that we can take into account?
Oh, well, there's actually a couple here, Christine. I would actually maybe start with maybe the most simple ones. Maybe contribute to a retirement fund. Your contribution towards the retirement fund is tax deductible up to a limit of at least like 27% of the greater of your taxable income. And that will actually benefit you as an individual. Maybe open a tax-free savings account. That would actually mean that you'll not be liable to pay tax on the growth of your investment, and that can actually be a good thing. That would actually be a bonus on top of the investment that you're making already. A simple thing, probably contribute to a medical aid scheme, because if you do, then it means that you actually have a tax deduction on your liability, and each and every year there's a total contribution that is made for the primary member and the dependents, and you'd actually benefit from that. Yeah. If you're an individual, maybe Christine, you think of actually probably keeping a log book for your travel allowance. Yeah, that will probably enable you to claim a travel deduction from the tax that is owed, and that will be a benefit for you. Yeah, if you've got a substance allowance, you'd probably consider claiming it on for the daily costs also. I would also want to emphasize here, the best thing that you could do for yourself in terms of tax is keeping a record and receipts of everything that you do, because by recording things, it would actually save you. It would actually make a claim come through for you in terms of tax matters. So as now what we're talking about, if you've got a subsistence allowance, you can actually put those claims through, and it would actually reduce your tax. Yeah. Another issue is, for commission earners, that is people that probably make a commission income, which is probably 50% of their total remuneration. If all your expenses are kept in order, and you've got all your receipts and you've got your logbook, you could actually make a claim against your total tax, and this can actually benefit you. Yeah. So yes. Say maybe you're also an independent or self-employed person, or an independent contractor or a freelancer. If you also have all these receipts and expenses recorded in a proper way, you'd actually be able to claim expenses from the income. Yeah. So those are some of the issues that you can actually use as a rebate and actually benefit from everything. Yeah.
Fantastic. So we can actually save on tax, which is awesome to hear.
You can definitely.
Okay, so Kudzani, I've got two more questions for you. The first one is, and it links back to what you mentioned a little bit earlier about sticking to the deadlines, right? What do I do if I've missed the tax deadline? I realize on the 30th of August, I'm supposed to still submit my tax return today, but there's just too much to do. I'm not getting to it. What happens now? Am I going to jail? What's happening?
Okay, no, you definitely not go to jail. I know it's a panic. It's I tell you the number of clients that come to our doorstep and they have really, feeling threatened and scared. Okay, no, it's very good to meet a deadline, yes, but sometimes obviously there's things that happen. Sometimes you actually do not know that it's supposed to be at that time. Yeah. Sure. So the first thing that we probably do for you usually is probably ask for an extension, like through the commissioner. But the moment that you realize you're late, the issue is let's act on it as soon as possible. Yeah. So yes, we can ask for an extension whilst things are put together for you. Then after that, we can then do the submission. Yes, definitely a penalty would be charged because, as I said to you earlier, ignorance is not an excuse for yeah. So yes, when you discover it's not a train smash, act on it as soon as possible. You will get a penalty, but you know how it is. You will then pay for it.
Yeah, at least a penalty and maybe just a little bit of interest instead of ending up in jail.
Exactly.
Or
putting it, or putting it aside forever. It will actually be worse.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Okay. So my final question then, as we close out this interview is, can PivotalFlow do my tax for me?
Oh,
and if so,
yes.
What are the steps?
Oh, that is what PivotalFlow is all about. We've got a team of professionals that are willing to assist. We will make sure that your deadlines are met we will actually remind you that there's a deadline coming through. Let's work on it. We will assist you through the process. And yes, just whilst we're there, it's not only the taxes in terms of provisional tax and annual returns that we do for you. We also have monthly returns. As you know, there's the PAYE that's linked to your payroll. So something that has been an advantage for most clients is us doing your payroll for you. And whilst we're at it, we can always then make sure that your PAYE is paid. We also have a service of the accounting function where we also do your books and ensure that every month or every 2 months or whenever you pay that is done for you. So the whole taxes is done for you as you run your business. There's no stress at all.
That's amazing. I like that. I like no stress. I like profitability by saving on your penalties because everything is submitted on time. And I like that it is saving you time, as in me, where if I ask you to do my taxes, and it's making me productive because I can outsource it to you and know that it's taken care of. And I can just release that part of my mind and just know that it's all taken care of. So that's awesome.
So that is very important. You focus on making money and we focus on doing the work for you.
Awesome. I love that. Awesome. Thank you so much, Kudzani. I think that was really helpful just to understand where we can potentially save on tax and that we don't have to panic. If you have delayed it just a little bit too long, there are still some solutions. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciated talking to you. And yeah, tune in next time whenever I'm sure we are going to have Kudzani back here again sometime to talk about business rescue or accounting at some stage. So thank you so much. We will see you again next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Christine. Bye.